Sometime between May and November 1876, Colonel Albert Augustus Pope took a trip that changed American life forever. It didn't happen overnight, but this one sojourn to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, from Pope's home near Boston, Massachusetts, was the first step in a chain of events that ultimately led to the rise of the bicycle, the fall of the horse, the paving of America's roadways, the dawn of modern advertising, and the development of the automobile. Equally important, it helped American women gain increased independence, better health, freedom from restrictive clothing, and eventually, the right to vote. It started innocently enough. Pope, 33, traveled to the city of brotherly love to attend the Centennial Exhibition, a celebration commemorating the signing of the Declaration of Independence 100 years before. On the fairgrounds along the Schuylkill River, Pope and close to 10 million others visited exhibits that showcased the latest developments in science and industry. Everything from Alexander Graham Bell's telephone to Heinz ketchup. If they cared to, they could even pay 50 cents to climb up the 32-foot raised right arm and torch of the Statue of Liberty, which had arrived from France the previous year. The money would be used to help assemble the statue and build its pedestal at its permanent home in New York Harbor. What interested Pope, however, was a display in one of the English buildings, where two manufacturers from Great Britain presented the latest bicycles. Pope was tantalized by these bicycles, called high-wheelers, which had huge wheels in the front and tiny ones in the back. A Civil War veteran and entrepreneur, he wondered about the machine's possibilities as both a business venture and a means of transportation. If only it didn't seem so impossible to ride. Pope dismissed the idea of investing in this new vehicle until he encountered another one the following spring, during a jaunt on a horse near his Massachusetts home. All at once, a man on a high-wheeler sped by him. When Pope's horse couldn't catch the cyclist, even at a gallop, the businessman suddenly saw the potential of traveling on two wheels. Pope learned to ride a high-wheeler himself that summer, and then imported 8 of them from England. He opened a riding school at the headquarters of his Pope Manufacturing Company, which produced supplies used in making shoes. He also convinced the president of a sewing machine company in Hartford, Connecticut, to analyze one of his bicycles and make 50 more in his factory. Before long, Pope converted his own business to focus solely on bicycles and took a trip to England to study the industry there. Upon his return, he found one big obstacle. Through the years, a number of individuals had taken out patents that gave them exclusive rights to specific devices and improvements they'd invented for the bicycle. If Pope wanted to use these, he would have to pay the patent holders royalties totaling $15 or more for each bicycle he produced. Instead, Pope bought the patents from the inventors outright. That gave him the unrestricted use of all their innovations. By the time Pope entered the bicycle business, people had been imagining and tinkering with various human-powered vehicles for more than 200 years. One of the first references to a two-wheeled device was an image in a stained glass window created in 1642 at St. Giles Church in Stoke Poges, Buckinghamshire, England. But it wasn't until 1817 that Baron Karl von Drais of Germany built a Laufmaschine, running machine, that included some of the features that would carry through to the modern bicycle.